convincing vision. If you ask me, hey, George, what's the vision for Optivate? I'll state it, I'll feel it, I'll breathe it. I know it, even when I'm sleeping. If I have a dream in the night, I dream about the vision for Optivate to be the champions of socio-economic transformation. That whatever I do, even this mentorship I'm doing, it's anchored on the vision, transformation, because I want to see many entrepreneurs, many career people, many business people doing so well, across Africa, transformation, that when I meet with Anastasia Kamau, maybe Anastasia will tell me, hey, George, after the mentorship, my balance sheet changed. I want to meet Betty and say, hey, George, after the mentorship, I have my own foundation. I meet Eric Obuaka. After the mentorship, my family is doing better. My business is doing better. But for you to have those eyes on that business, the vision must be compelling. The vision must be speaking to you. In the Bible, the Habakkuk 2:2, I know there are some people who are not Christians, who are in other religions. We have some Islamic friends, Muslim friends here in this forum. But in the Bible, in Habakkuk 2:2, we are told, write your vision in big letters so that you're able to read it on a tablet. And the same case with us. So if you are George Washuri mentee, very soon I'll ask you to send me your vision, your company vision, your personal vision, so that you are able to keep your eyes on the goal. Number two is that as you do the vision must be clear. How do you achieve there? Where do you go there? You ask me, George, what's the vision for Optivate? I'll state it: to create an environment that positively transforms our staff, customers, and other stakeholders through offering state-of-the-art products and services. And for you as a business leader, as an entrepreneur, you need to know it, to breathe it, to walk it, so that you can teach it, you can mentor the people that follows you. You are a leader. All of us here, we are leaders. And of course, it is said by John Maxwell that if you are a leader and you don't have any followers, you don't have people who follows you, you're not a leader. You are just taking a walk. So I assume that all of us, in our own spaces, we are leaders. Keeping an eye on business, you must have very clear objectives. Yes, very clear objectives. What do you want to achieve? And because this is mentorship, I'll keep quoting where I work, Optivate. You ask me, hey, George, what's the major objective of this organization? The major objective is not to make the biggest balance sheet. No, the major objective is not to make the money. The major objective is not to do anything else. Our major objective is to create opportunities to other people. Create 30,000 jobs by the year 2030. That's a big objective. Being an opinion leader in the real estate, that's our objective. And we may ask you, Eric, what is your objective? We might ask Hassan Hamza, as you do entertainment, as you encourage people to laugh, what is the real objective? Anita Mutile, what is objective of your business? Evelyn Kamau, what's the objective? So we must be able to craft very well so that our focus, our eyes are on those particular objectives. And by the way, don't do many. 3 are sufficient. If you're running a business, 3 objectives are sufficient. In fact, many people have got 2 objectives. They are sufficient. And these objectives should be able to help you to run. One of the things I've also picked for the last 26 years is that there are some things for you to keep expanding your business, have a successful venture. There are things that I call must do. There are things that I call the must do. It's like being a pastor. I know I have a bishop here. There must things that every day, my good bishop right here, there are things that you must do every day. There must be, actually it's called Bishop Dr. Moses Wangila. Bishop Dr. Moses Wangila, who is here. There are things that you must do every day. I know as a bishop, prayer is one of them. Reading the Bible is another. These are the must do. And the same case with the businesses. They are all must do. And I'll share with you a few of these must do. One of them, for me and for you, of course, God first. Yeah, God first. And I want to encourage all of us that as you open up that business every day, please, 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 please pray for your business. Anita, make a prayer for your business. Betty, make a prayer for what you do every day. Jojo Kinda, Make a prayer for that sin soft business. Make a prayer. Say something. God first, because once you trust in him, he's the one who has given you energy, the power, the knowledge, and everything is God who has given you. Genuine boy, the energy that you have, because as a resource, comes from God. So please, that is a must do for any entrepreneur, any business person, any career person. Number two, you have to have personal commitment. Yeah, personal commitment. Personal commitment. Monica Mwangi, what do I mean by personal commitment? Personal commitment means you are going an extra mile. You know, a personal commitment. A story is told of a certain businessman. You know, this businessman was telling a story to the members of staff and said that in an organization, there are two types of people. There are those people who are like pigs. They have too much commitment that they sacrifice their own lives. For you to eat a sausage, a pig must die. These are the people who are so committed in what they do. The other types of people, they are like a hen. You know, for you to eat an egg, a hen does not need to die. Every day goes up there, makes some noise, and lays an egg. The following day lays another egg. There are some kind of people who are like those. And they said, for you to succeed to the peak, you need to sacrifice yourself like a pig. Yeah, you die. For the sausages to be eaten, the pig has to die. And that's a kind of commitment we are talking about. Let me tell you, the business are not for the jokers. Entrepreneurship is not for the jokers. For you to succeed in career, to be at the top, there is no jokes, you know, that you are trying. You know, in our language, there's a slogan. Our community says, no kogeria. You know, they say, we are just trying. Even if somebody is succeeding, they say, I am just trying. No, when we talk about personal commitment, it's the story of a pig, you know. You have to be, there's something called the 3 C's of personal commitment. One of the C's is consistency. You must be consistent. Keep doing it. Even when things are not showing up, even when everything is a fog, you are consistent. What do? I am helping people. I am settling people. What are you doing, George Nilipingo? I am settling people. I want to change people's well-being. Consistency. Keep doing it. I have some friends of mine, you know, and every time I meet them, they are doing something different. Every time I meet them, they are doing something different. What they are lacking is consistency, because consistency pays. You do this thing today, tomorrow, this year, next year, I can tell you it will work out. Look at Optiven. Optiven, for the last 10 years, we never did anything. For the first 10 years, we did nothing. We were trying. Things were not working out. Cash flows were not good. You know, people are coming for an interview. They don't report work, you know, for 10 years. But we kept doing it. 20 years, 6 years later, when we put an advert out there, we get 1,000 applications, 2,000 applications. Consistency. C number 2 is connection. Yeah, oh yes, connection. Let me tell you, business is about connecting new relationships, connecting with other people, connecting with them, you know, across. Are you a connector? Are you able to connect? It's like wires. When you want the wires to produce power, like for example, here I have some kind of a bulb here. There's a bulb here. This bulb we see here is connected to power. In the same case with our businesses, are we connecting? Are we able to connect with other people? When you go out there, do you have the skills of connecting, networking with the people? Can you connect? Because there's something you can't do alone. You have to connect with the others. You have to connect with the owners of money. You have to connect with your customers. I don't know whether you know, sometimes people I've gone to a few shops in town, and when I go to that particular shop, even somebody greeting you, they can't say hi. They're bored. And then somebody comments, I think we have not connected. That's the kind of connection I'm talking about. And this is a skill that you can learn. It's a skill that you can learn. And then see number 3 is commitment. Dedication, commitment. You keep pushing that dedication. Yani kujitolea. And once you are too committed, I can tell you that personal commitment added with other commitments on whatever that you do with passion, I can tell you we shall meet at the top. Success is part and parcel of you. I like the way the army behave, the soldiers behave. When the soldiers are being trained, there's a name they are called, Krutu. They are called a very bad name. But these soldiers, every morning, they rise up very early in the morning. They are running. So I wonder, why can't you just sleep? You are a soldier, yeah? You know how to use the gun. You can cock the gun. Why are you running, carrying heavy machine gun, G3? Why? Then I discovered these guys are taught something. They are being taught something. Commitment to their work, commitment to their duty, commitment in case duty calls for war, they are ready. However, most of us, we are not committed. We are just waiting for life to flow. Life does not just flow. Life is planned. Business is planned through consistency, connection, and commitment. These are like the ingredients of personal commitment, going that extra mile, because extra mile is equal to extra dollars. It all happens. Those who are running churches, the same. Sometimes I look at our church. I've been there for about 24 years. When we started, we are less than 100. And we kept going. We were renting spaces. We kept going. Today, we have our own space, over 1,000 people coming to this church. Why? Consistency. Can you imagine if my pastor gave up in the middle? But some of us, we give up in the middle. Before things are happening, we just give up. Personal commitment. What is a must do? Remember, you're talking about God first. Must do, personal commitment. Number 3, a must do for you to be at the top, to keep your eyes on business or in career. Self-motivation. 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 Entrepreneurs, business people, career people, there are so many discouragements. Oh, yes, they are there. They are there online. You open X, you are discouraged. And by the way, we must be very careful. I tell people who I mentor, please don't start with social media early in the morning. Don't go to X early in the morning. Don't go to TikTok early in the morning. Don't go. Be very careful. Unless your work is digital. I think there are a few friends here who are doing digital. Unless your work is digital. Because there are so many things that discourages us. There are so many things that discourages you. There are so many things that discourages. But there's a secret I use, because I go seminar sessions, of discouragement. This self-motivation, there are few things that I do and you can practice them. One of the things I do is that every time I get something good, I reward myself. And this rewarding yourself could be a cup of hot water. Yeah. A cup of tea, a cup of coffee. Sweets, you can reward yourselves. Hey, I have achieved this one. Maybe those who are in law, I think we have a lawyer here, a very top lawyer in this forum. Maybe the whole day you have done maybe 20 agreements for customers. Reward yourself with something. That way, you feel some energy. You are energized. Something else I also do, and you can do it, is looking at your goals. Every day, set those short-term goals. Look at them. Every week, set those weekly goals. Once you succeed, reward yourself. Every month, do it. Step by step, slowly by slowly. And your system of the body will keep improving until the time you say, this month has been a successful month. Look at your goals. And then something else I also do, track your progress. Yeah, track your progress. Most of the times, we don't track our progress. And by the way, you may have achieved a lot of things. Like today, I woke up very early in the morning. Over the weekend, I was in Vipingo. I had a guest from Burundi, Bujumbura. I did a state Mugul there from Bujumbura. And I've been convincing him to come and invest in Kenya. He's now investing in Ghana and Nigeria. I told him, hey, man, you can come to Kenya and put your money, put your dollars in Kenya. Then the last time I went there last month, he told me, hey, I have never stepped foot in Kenya. The only time I passed through Kenya is through the air. I told him, please come. So I hosted him over the weekend. I was able to take him around Westgate, Two Rivers, Thika Superhighway, the Expressway. Yesterday we went to Mombasa. And by the end of 2 days trip, the guy was convinced that he is ready to put billions in Kenya. So today when I was checking my progress, I ticked. I said, hey, I think I can track that I have brought an investor right here in Kenya and in Optinet, you know. And once you track the progress and you're happy about it and you put a big tick, don't just put a small tick. You just put a big tick like this. You are tracking your progress. There's something happens in your system. You'll be very excited. You'll be very happy and say, hey, I'm doing it. And an excited business person or an entrepreneur or a career person, once you're excited, you're able to do more. So keep tracking that progress. Don't beat yourself too much. I know entrepreneurs, they beat themselves, not making it. They compare themselves with others. No, don't do that. Just track your progress and reward yourself. Something else I also do, you can also do, it's, enjoy your environment. Enjoy your environment. Your office, maybe very soon I'll visit you in your offices. How does your office look like? Is it disorganized? Do you have something that inspires you? One thing I tell people I met is that have a beautiful photo of your family right there, or your photo when you are in high school, or your photo when you are receiving something. Change your environment. Look at that environment, and once in a while, you can also rearrange it so that there's something that inspires you. Very, very important, especially early in the morning. Something else I also do for self-motivation is, taking breaks. Yeah, man, now I'm speaking, taking breaks. I don't know. If I ask Jane Wamboi, when was the last time you took a break? If I ask Muringi, tell me the last time you took a break. When we were in primary school, there were those bells that were ringing. That every number of hours, I think it was 2.5 or 3 hours, there was a bell for everybody to go to the field and run around, play football, and do all those kind of sports. Do you know why people are given those breaks? Do you know? Nowadays, if I ask Ezekiel Nganga, do you take those breaks? If I ask Lusaline Selem, to be honest, do you take breaks? Teddy Polo, do you? Do you? Do you? Especially some of you, because I know you. You work from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, you cannot listen to the sermon. Eric Obwaka. Do you take breaks? Or you are always busy? Let me tell you something. Ivy Kalu Gigi. Let me tell you something. It is so important to take breaks. And maybe this is a must to do, because I know some of you are dying here. The mind is dying. You are so tired. You go home, you just fall off the seat. You can't even be able to eat. Please, my brother, my sister. Hii kazi haishi. Anita, work never ends. Please take a break. Once a month, just go to Mombasa. Go to Mombasa. Take an SGR. Reward yourself. Just go there, relax in the beaches. Don't say you have no money. No. Let me tell you a story. When I was a young entrepreneur, when I was a young entrepreneur, we used to take a bus, night bus with my wife to Mombasa. And say, we are going to Kilifi. We take a matatu from Mombasa to Kilifi. So don't say you don't have sufficient money. Money will never be enough. Even now, if you're given $1 billion today, you won't say, now I have enough. Jipange, plan yourself. You have only one life, by the way. Only one. And then don't sacrifice your family. Entrepreneurs have got challenges. They sacrifice their families. They are never there. They are never found anywhere. They are always crying. Please refresh. And by the way, next time you go to Mombasa, take a selfie, send it to me. Say, hey, mentor, I am here. I am implementing what you told us. That is what I call the quality of life. Otherwise, running all over the world. Let me tell you, one day when you are very old, you regret because you never enjoyed yourself. This is the time. Wow. Now we are talking about the must do for you to be successful. Remember, we said God first. Number 2, personal commitment. Number 3, self-motivation. Number 4, build relationships. Yes, build relationships. Build relationships. You cannot be in your own world. Build relationship. With who? With your customers. With who? With your colleagues. With who? With the community. Yes, community. With who? With your bankers. These are the sources of money. build the relationship. Please don't be a lone ranger. Don't be like a buffalo alone in the forest in Masai Mara. When you are alone, you know, I'm a fan of watching animals. I love animals. Nagilai knows. And one of the things I love watching is when lions hunt. And I have discovered, even if the buffalo is the biggest, is a huge buffalo, yani the one, yule amenona kabisa mkubwa and has horns. I have discovered when lions are 2 or 3 or 4, there's a way they track this buffalo. You know, the first lion chases the buffalo. The second one is waiting. The third one is waiting. And then the buffalo is cornered. But I've also discovered when these buffaloes are herd of them, herd of buffaloes, I hope that's the correct English, they are able to beat up even 5, 6 lions. They are able. The same case with us. Some of us, we don't build relationships. We walk alone. You have stresses alone. You are thinking alone. And that's why when I do mentorship, I tell people, please visit one another. Talk to each other. There are people who are posting their profiles on the WhatsApp group. I could not see people doing thumbs up, you know, celebrating one another. I did not see people say, wow, beautiful. Of course, I did to a few of them. If you look at the platform, I did, because I am building relationship. You need to build this relationship. And one of the assignments that we do in this mentorship is that we give every mentee a target. And by the way, this is assignment number 1 for this lesson 2. Assignment number 1, you must visit at least 5 people, at least 5 people. Ask them, where are you? Eric Obuaka, where is your office? I want to pay you a visit. Where are you? Anastasia Kamau, uko wapi? You know, Dr. Moses, Bishop, where are you? I know doctor is in Naivasha. Yeah, plan a trip, visit him, see what he is doing. Yeah, ask him, Bishop Wangira, what are you doing? So that's assignment number 1. We must visit. You have to visit at least 5 people. Don't be alone. Build this relationship. Last cohort 5, I have a very good testimony. Very good testimony. There's a gentleman who visited another organization and they do boreholes. The other day, I saw a photo. So and so is doing for me a borehole. Can you imagine? Just from a visit. So don't allow this mentorship to be a virtual talk between a mentor and mentee. Connect with other entrepreneurs. Say hi to them. Pick a call. Call them. Tell them, hey, hi, Mark Jeroge. Hi, Mark, and this is Betty. We are in the same class of Dr. Washuri's School of Mentorship. Just pick that call. Talk to people. Build relationship. It helps. And there are 2 ways of building relationship. No, actually 3 ways. I call it the ABC of relationships. ABC of relationship. I call it the ABC of creating relationship. A number 1 is your attitude. Yeah, your attitude. How do you take people? Yeah, your attitude. How do you take people? When you visit some of these mentees, you find they have got empires. What's their attitude? How do you treat them? How do you take them? Do you know how to say congratulations? Thank you. You are doing a good job. Wow, I am inspired. I'm encouraged. You know, the gentleman that I hosted from Bujumbura, Burundi, this billionaire, I liked him. You know, I took him to one of our projects in Vipingo, the Ocean View Ridge Vipingo. And you could hear comments, wow, this is a nice place. I can do homes and sell to Burundians across the world. I took him to the Thika Superhighway. Hey, this is beautiful. This is the Dubai of Africa. You know, I don't know why Kenya don't make noise about the infrastructure. Rwanda is making a lot of noise. You know, the way he was responding. Attitude, the same case with all of us here. When you visit these 5 people, what's your attitude? Or does your facial expression shows that you're not too happy? This guy is too successful. You know, you visit maybe one of the guys here, Elizaphan Ogwa, and you find this guy is so successful. What will you say? Do you know how to celebrate people? Maybe I'll mentor you on how to celebrate people. Because once you celebrate people, you'll be celebrated. How is your attitude? You know, ABC of building relationship. Other than attitude, you must know your boundaries. Oh, yes, you must know your boundaries. Evanson Masharia, yes, you must know your boundaries. When you visit each other, don't go there jumping and hugging, you know. You must know your boundaries. Here in this mentorship, we have some people who are from other religions, you know. There are some religions and they are here. You don't just go greeting their ladies. Yeah, you go there. You don't know. Upeani salamu kwa wasishana. The hand is there. You know, the hand is there. You don't know. You as an entrepreneur, you must have wisdom. You must have wisdom. Eh? Those are the people you visit and you do like Singaporeans, Sadiki, you know, you just do like this. You know, you do like this. So you require wisdom. You must know your boundaries. Yeah, you must know your boundaries. There are some jokes you don't put up there. Yeah, you must know your boundaries. Very, very important. ABC of building relationship. Communication. Yeah, communication. There are some adjectives that you use. Wow, your office is epic. Your office is amazing. Oh, there's a photo here for your daughter. Beautiful daughter. There's some kind of communication that you must develop as an entrepreneur, as a career person. And that's why I always tell people I mentor. If I am mentoring you and you're not reading books, there's a problem. One of the assignments that I give people is that every month you must read a book. You know, the book I'm reading now is called The Challenge of Leadership. You must have a book. And it's so easy to read books, by the way. It's easy. Like now, there's a book called The Forgotten Rest, you know, by Francis Zhao. What you do, only spare 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day. Read a page, not even 2 pages. A page. When you can, read 2 pages. When you can, 3 pages. When time allows, 4 pages. It is easy because as a leader, for you to improve your communication, improve your wisdom, improve your understanding, improve the way you handle things, they say leaders read. You have to read. Yeah, I can see Ted DeBolo is reading autobiography of Richard Branson. Yes, read. Soma, Buana, Soma. You go to the washroom, you spend 2 minutes there. That's a whole page. Go with a book, hapo. Career your kitty, Soma 2 pages. There's a book I'm reading called Tiny Habits. Tiny Habits. Those who want to practice reading even the Bible, just read 1 verse, drop the Bible. 1 verse, drop. 1 verse, drop. Joel 1:8, drop, read it about prosperity. That tiny habit is part of the mentorship. Once you keep upgrading your mind, the engine up here, there's the engine up here, Joyce Kibet. As you upgrade the engine up here, your communication is going to be better, is going to be perfect. The adjectives are going to be excellent. You're going to be a fantastic person. And what happens? People will be attracted to you. As a business person, Anita, you must attract people. People must be attracted to me. Eric Obwaka, as you go to BNI meetings, people must be attracted to you because your communication is epic, is good. Not only the spoken word, even the way you smile. You know, there are 15 ways of smiling. How do you smile? Wanjira, how do you smile? There's a way you can smile with your eyes. You can smile with your nose. You can smile with your cheeks. How do you smile? So that you are able to attract. Communication. The ABC of communication, your attitude, knowing your boundaries, and communication. Definitely, eyes on business, we are talking about number 4, leadership. Leadership. They must do God first, personal commitment, self-motivation, building relationship. Number 4, leadership. Yani, I mean leadership. Yeah. If you want to start the leadership, there's a book I'm reading about leadership. And there's a story of this gentleman called Moses. You know, Moses was a leader of the Israelites. And he was given an assignment by God to move these people to Canaan. But these people were so rude, they were so ungrateful, they were complaining. And one time, this leader called Moses, decided to pick at least 12 more leaders from every tribe. He picked these leaders and told them, I want you to go to Canaan. Go and check this promised land by God. Go and check for me. Go there and check for me how that land looked like. The 12 of them, they went. They were excited. They were happy. They were celebrating that the boss has sent them for an assignment. They went there. When they went there, 10 of them, they came back and they said, what we saw there? We saw the descendants of Anak. They are big, they are huge, they are giants. There we cannot win any war. By the way, we can't occupy that land. These guys are big. We looked at ourselves like grasshoppers. We were like nothing. And then there were two guys. I like these two guys, Joshua and Caleb. They said, no. By the grace of God, we can conquer this land, this promised land of Canaan. And by the way, these two guys, Joshua and Caleb, they came with the fruits. Can you imagine? They carried some stuff from this land. Can you imagine? So when they came back, they were able to encourage the other people. And the story is recorded that these two guys, they were promised that they are the only ones who are going to inherit, to step in that land. And they went there. Actually, Joshua died at the age of 110 years. Can you imagine? Old age. And they were able to subdivide the land to these other 12 groups, 12 tribes. And I think these guys were operated. They were slicing land in Canaan. They were slicing Vipingo, Nakuru, Nanyuki, Kimuka, Kiambu. They were slicing. In fact, I thought we were the first ones to slice land. I did not know these guys. This Joshua and Caleb, they were the CEOs of investment, land investment in Canaan. And they divided the land. And by the way, they divided, and the land was finished, and they started now conquering other areas. Leadership. Now I'm calling upon you, Grace Mutanu. I'm calling you to be like Joshua and Caleb, that you offer that leadership of positive mentality. Can you imagine? 10 of them, leaders, they were defeated. Only 2. That means the same case with you. We have very many leaders, but you can be among the 2 out of 12. You can be a leader, Lowell Mumbo. You can be a leader who has got the only positive mindset that even these things are tough, things are difficult. Economy in Kenya is tough. Alice, economy is tough. You say, no. We can still make it. Our business can still thrive. We can still go beyond borders. We can do business in Rwanda, in Zambia. That's why for me, I travel. Next week, I'm in Nigeria. Because I want to be like Joshua and Caleb. Go to those countries. Go to Zambia. I was in Zambia. I was in Rwanda. I was in Burundi. And this is the kind of vibe I want to speak to all of you. Please, that business that you have there, you can be able to think, what else can I be able to do beyond my county? Go to other counties. Don't say Kisumu is far. Far from where? Go and open a branch there. Don't go say, Mombasa, Mombasa. How can I take my fashion shop in Mombasa? Go there, open a space there. Be like Joshua. Go to that land, conquer it, speak to it, and you can be able to thrive. We all need that positive mentality, like Joshua and Caleb. And what happens? You will succeed. We shall succeed. Leadership, leading yourself. However, leadership, when you look at this gentleman, I really love Joshua. I love Joshua because one time I was down, I lost money. And I went to a fellowship, and one of the pastors told me, you'll be like Joshua. You'll be like Joshua, I was told. So I love the character Joshua. So this guy, he was mentored by Moses. And one time, he was actually sent to war. Can you imagine? The guy was sent to war. And Moses was on the mountain praying with a brother, Brother Aaron and Hal, holding their hands like this. And the guy was fighting. The same case with us. So business is like war. It's not linear. Business is like war, that you need strategies to thrive in business. But for you to thrive in business, one of the things you require in leadership is mentorship. And that's why we are here. Mentorship. This fellow was mentored by Moses. Mentorship. And I'm happy when I meet my mentees and they tell me, hey, George, I made my first 10 million. I am very excited. Why? Mentorship works. They say mentorship is better than experience because experience is very painful. The experience I passed when I was selling from business to business, it was very painful. So you need mentorship. Leadership requires you to have support teams. Yes. The people you are working with, George Okinda, the people you are working with, they are the most important people. Don't wear that cover of a boss. If you come to Optiven, I don't like the word CEO. No, I am a team leader. I am part of the workers of Optiven. That's why even for me, I'm paid a salary by Optiven. Why? The teams you work with. Because most of us, we do business, and the time you are the CEO, most of you are now leading your own thing, and you are untouchable. You don't greet people. You wear some attitude. No, no, no. The people you require are your teams. Those who are leading big teams like Joe Orlando, I think he is here. I think I'd seen him. You are leading big teams. You know, you are a leader. If you come angry in the morning, if you come annoyed in the morning, the whole atmosphere of the office will be like you. So be very careful how you enter the office. Enter that office with a smile. And then everybody else, you are supporting they will all smile. That's a secret. That's what I do. When I go to the office in the morning, I say, hallelujah. Are you okay, guys? Are you good? Are you doing okay? You know, you put that kind of environment in that office. It works. So support your teams. Leadership means you are the leader of the vision. So you must know the vision, live the vision, memorize the vision, walk the vision. Even as you project this to your teams, you are leader number one. They know that Alice is a believer of this vision. So they will just follow. In fact, they won't struggle. They will just follow. And definitely, working with the teams, let me tell you, there's something I learned from ants. You know, I love these small insects. These ants, they are so busy. But when you look at them, you can't tell what they are doing, but they are running. They are moving. But if you put a microscope, you find the small they are curling. And then after a month, 2 months, 6 months, you see an anthill. Wow. Can you imagine? That means this movement, this teamwork, we are seeing the movement. They were building. They were carrying building blocks. So if these are ants, they have no leader. They have no king. They are just working. They can be able to build a huge anthill. What about us? Teamwork. Teamwork works, and you can try it. Today, if you see success of Optiven, not because George is a professor, no. Not because George is a good marketer, no. It's because of the teams that we have and the teamwork working together. So leadership is about building these teams without any issue. Build them up, energize them, inspire them, put energy into them, encourage them, you know, go to them, speak to them, teamwork. And definitely as a leader, you are an influencer. Yeah, you must influence. Nowadays, because of the Gen Z generation, we are totally leading a totally different generation. I know those of you who are my age, when you went to high school, the headmaster and the headmistress, they always carried a cane. Can you imagine? A cane, yani kijiti. And we knew if you do as the slightest mistake, even walking badly or laughing loudly, you get 6 canes. And we knew that the best thing to follow is rule discipline. And we blame our colonizers, the Britons. They started beating our great-grandfathers. They were beaten up, asking for heart attacks. They were beaten up. So this culture grew. But now things have changed. The Gen Z of today, if you are so harsh on them, they will leave you in the morning. Yeah, in fact, they will just walk out. Tomorrow they won't come to work. But if you look at Optiven, we have many Gen Zs. How do we manage them? Influence. They are, as a leader, you must manage by influence. Influence them. Show them the future. Show them where they should work for Optiven, for your organization, through influence. Yeah, that's leadership. Then finally, as a leader, you must make decisions. Yes, you must make decisions. You must help people to make decisions. One of the things I've discovered with the entrepreneurs, they are very shy. They do not want to make tough decisions, but they want to make the easy ones. Yeah, easy ones. Bring me tea, that's an easy one. They fear tough decisions. Some of these decisions will leave you injured. Personally, I've made decisions that have left me in a way that I almost went back to the village. Tough decisions. But out of those tough decisions, maybe I have lost, I have also picked my lessons. So sometimes make those decisions, and if they don't work out, it's a lesson. You have learned something. You are learning something. You pick something. So as a leader, you must make bold decisions, because out of those decisions, there are opportunities. Because business is about discovering opportunities. And some of these opportunities are not just visible. You can't just see them. You have to test them. It's what I call idea testing. You have to test idea. You know, right now there's an idea we are testing in one of our projects in Mombasa. We want to test. We do a few houses to see which is popular house, idea testing. And that's something I've learned. And for us as leaders, we must be ready to do those kind of testing. Sometimes it's expensive. Sometimes it's you lose money. But what do? You pick lessons. Then finally, be the best listener. Yes. For you to be, your eyes to be on top of your career, your business, you must be the best listener. I mean, the best listener. Leadership is about listening. Yeah, the best listener. How do you listen? If you come to my office, and those who have visited me, they know, and you pay me a visit, I move away from my desk, I go to another seat. Why? And I don't have my phone. I want to listen to you. They call it active listening. Active listening. I don't know whether you have an experience. You go visit someone, and these guys are on phone. Yeah. Yeah, they are saying, hey, Alice, how are you? Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. How is business? Yeah, yes. Oh, by the way, what did you say? Because the fellow is having another master called iPhone, called Samsung. Please, the same with your team members. If you want to listen to them, please give them a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, active listening. Stop multitasking. You are listening and you are doing other things. You are listening. By the way, many people have lost deals because of that. Somebody has come to see you. You are discussing a deal, but your mind is not there. Your mind is absent. You need to be an active listener. You are nodding. Yes. Yeah, Anastasia, I hear you. Yes. Yes, Alex. Yes, I hear you. Okay. I get it. Oh, okay. Oh, you signed that order. Okay. Yes. Oh, you said it was 50 million? Yes. Yeah. Okay. You know, active listening. Stop multitasking. Don't change the subject. You know, if you're discussing a certain subject, don't change it. Don't go to politics. Don't go to politics. Hey, umeona ex leo. Have you seen what was happening at this church? Did you see the Gen Zs who are whistling? No. Don't change the subject. Yeah. Stay on the subject so that you are relevant. The eye contact. Yeah, eye contact. Yeah, the eye contact. By the way, sometimes when you do the interviews, I can tell a good candidate and a candidate that is not very, very good. You know, somebody saying, don't talk about chapatis. Yeah, somebody just texting there. Don't. You guys are the best. Be the best listener. Be the best listener. Ask questions. Yeah, ask questions. Yeah, ask questions. Don't change the subject. Eye contact. Don't judge. Yeah, don't judge. No. That idea doesn't work. You know, just listen first. Don't judge. And especially those people in families, especially men with their ladies. So when a lady is talking, please don't interject. Let the lady talk. Yeah, the day was good. I went there. I went to salon. I came back. Took the baby to school. Don't just listen. Listen first. And once you do that, you're going to build fantastic relationship. Don't judge. Show that you are listening. Just show that you are keen. You are listening. And once you do that, what happens? we shall be able to thrive, to succeed. We shall meet at the top because success have got a formula. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy that the people I mentor, cohort 1, I have seen millionaires. Cohort 2, I have seen people making billions. Cohort 3, I have seen successful people. Cohort 4, cohort 5, this is cohort 6. So allow me to put a comma there, and I'll continue with that discussion in the next third lesson, and allow our Vice Chancellor, the man that really coordinate this forum, Nagilai, to say something. Then I wish you all the very best. Have a fantastic night, and let's keep talking. Let's make the platform very active so that we are able to pick, we are able to learn from each other. By the end of the day, we shall be meeting in town. The other day, I met my mentee driving a Range Rover, and he was saying, beep, 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 hey, mentor, how are you? You know, that's the kind of things you're talking about. Let me take this mic back to our Vice Chancellor, Nagilai.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you, our mentor. Thank you. That was awesome. That was epic. That was fantastic. Yes, we've got planning. We've got to keep going, and definitely we will meet at the top. And right about now, let me stop the recording because I want to make an announcement for only this team and not the people who will listen later.